Hi everyone. For my project, I decided to focus on the American psychologist Dr. Howard Earl Gardner for his interests, theories, and studies in neurology and the science behind how each individual learns differently. Now, the following QR code on this slide takes you to a quiz that can help you determine which multiple intelligence you may have and how you learn best. So, feel free to take this quiz now or at the end of the presentation. In this presentation, we will get into a little background information on Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences, his accomplishments, and how his theory can be tied into the arts and art education. Howard Gardner was born on July 11th, 1943, in Scranton, Pennsylvania, or as some of you may know it as, the Electric City. Obviously, where the best paper company resides in. Now, as a young child, he was very much interested in history and music, which led him to learning the piano and eventually teaching it from the years 1958 through 1969, despite not becoming a professional pianist. During this time, he went to Harvard University for social relations, or the study of the connections and patterns that exist among people's interactions, and graduated in 1965 with summa cum laude honors. He then went on to get his doctoral degree, also at Harvard University, for developmental psychology, or the study of how people grow and adapt in the various life stages, and he graduated in 1971. He then went on to marry fellow psychologist Ellen Winter in 1982 while having one child together, alongside having three other children from a previous marriage. Now, despite his personal relations and goals, he went out to pan out several career accomplishments. The first one that he is well known for is working with war veterans at the Boston Veterans Administration Hospital for more than 20 years, where he helped brain damaged patients that lost their language abilities. During this time, from the 1970s to the early 1980s, he then developed his theory of multiple intelligences, which is what Howard is best known for. He then went back to his alma mater, Harvard University, to teach in 1986, eventually becoming a professor of cognition and education there in 1998. During this career span at Harvard University, Howard Gardner also founded the Good Project in 1996 that helps individuals reflect upon ethical dilemmas in everyday life, and was also the principal investigator and co director of Project Zero, where he studied children's artistic development. Project Zero is a mission that helps nurture and understand human potentials that focus on the context and conditions in which they developed. Now, Howard also met his wife, Ellen Winter, here at Project Zero as well. In order to learn more about either the Good Project or Project Zero, feel free to scan the QR codes provided that will direct you to the given domain websites. Now, besides these big accomplishments, Dr. Howard Gardner also wrote and published over 30 books and 100 articles. Some books that you may be familiar with include Frames of Mind, Multiple Intelligences, The Theory of Practice, Creating Minds, Leading Minds, The Disciplined Mind, Multiple Intelligences, New Horizons, along with many, many others. Now, like I stated previously, Dr. Howard Gardner was best known for his theory of multiple intelligences. But what is the theory of multiple intelligences? This theory, that was presented in 1983 by Dr. Gardner, suggests that learning occurs through many different types of intelligences, and that people had or have various levels of each while occupying more strength than one. It is theorized that there are 8 different multiple intelligences that include verbal linguistic, logical mathematical, naturalistic, bodily kinesthetic, musical rhythmic, interpersonal social, intrapersonal introspective, and visual spatial. Now, even though these are the original 8, it is now said that the newest and the ninth multiple intelligence is existential intelligence, which is the sensitivity and capacity to tackle deep questions about human existence. These may include questions like the meaning of life or how do we get here? Each intelligence occupies different ways of learning best and various skills that may fit into a career path that suits you best. Now, going back to the very first slide, which multiple intelligence do you have? For myself, since my results align more with kinesthetic and interpersonal, the theory of multiple intelligences suggests that I choose a career choice using my hands more and connecting to others. So, good thing my career is an art teacher then. Because of his theory of multiple intelligences and on top of his career accomplishments, he has received several accolades and awards too for his lifelong work. These awards include the MacArthur Fellowship Award in 1981, which is presented to creative and inspiring individuals, the Grawemeyer Award in 1990, which is an award that pays tribute to the power of creative ideas that emphasizes the impact that a single idea can have, and the John S. Guggenheim Memorial Foundation in 2000, that focuses on the exceptional creative ability in the arts and for the field of study and education. Alongside these awards, he has also honorary degrees from more than 30 colleges and universities around the world that include countries like Bulgaria, Canada, Chile, Greece, along with many others. In 2011, he received the Austrias Award that recognizes creative research work in the field of many subjects revolving around the social sciences. Dr. Howard Gardner even ranked fifth most recently in the 2017 EDU Scholar Public Influence Rankings. This ranking recognizes those university based scholars in the U.S. who are doing the most to influence educational policy and practice. Overall, with everything that Dr. Howard Gardner has achieved in his lifetime, he has also used his platform to speak on the arts and art education while tying it into his theory of multiple intelligences. In an interview conducted by Ron Brandt in 1987, Howard speaks about assessment in the arts due to its personal meaning, emotional content, and how the arts are very subjective in itself. Because of this, he states that some people feel that assessment is not compatible with their purposes, while others feel that we must assess results in the arts in order to justify the expense of offering these experiences in schools. The most common mistake made with assessment in the arts is assessing students the same way that other subjects in learning is assessed through things like multiple choice tests. Further on in this article, he then goes on to talk about how the arts should be assessed and how students should be learning through their different ways of intelligence, comparing it to Project Zero, in which they work with a number of different art forms. Stemming from this into his views of art education and how it works with multiple intelligences, in the shown video he speaks alongside his wife, Dr. Ellen Winner, to discuss their coinciding views on the matter. During this discussion, he even says that any language can be used artistically or not. Because of examples like this, it shows that not everyone can be assessed the same way, not everyone learns the same way, and we should be teaching in a multitude of ways in order to reach different intelligences in the arts. Please click on the YouTube video provided in order to hear the full discussion. In conclusion, I hope you are able to gather and obtain information on Howard Gardner and use his theories to your advantage while continuing your careers in teaching. Thank you.